Welcome to the TuneUp Challenge, where I break down songwriting into a simple practice so that you can discover how easy and fun songwriting can be. Okay, so today's challenge is called an ambient soundscape. So those sound like strange words, ambient, soundscape. What do they mean? Well, in the 1970s, producer Brian Eno coined the term ambient music. So what is that? Here's the story. He was sick in the hospital. A friend put on a record, and the record was at such a low volume that he couldn't really perceive the distinct sounds of the recording. Also, there were sounds bleeding in from an open window. So the two were blending together. He couldn't at that time stand up and adjust the volume. So he was kind of forced to listen to a blend of the environment with crafted man-made sounds. So that is what I mean by ambient. It's a little bit of a mystery. It feels a little bit like a mystery, but I think you'll get the hang of it. Soundscape, on the other hand, environmental soundscapes come from the natural world. This could be like recording rain, recording the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, recording bird sounds. So we're going to blend these two today. Let's get started. I am starting with a recording that I captured this weekend. I went to the beach, I was sitting there, and all of a sudden it started raining. Luckily, I had a shade tent. And as I sat there, I heard the sounds of the raindrops very clearly hitting the tent, and it really made an impression on me. So I captured the sound simply by starting a video on my phone. Now I'm going to sit down in my studio, come up with an acoustic melody on my guitar that I feel complements that sound, or that I feel is inspired from it. I'm going to take it into BandLab, tweak it a little in the mix, and my goal is to have a 1-minute soundscape. Let's cut some guitar. So now I have my ambient sound of the raindrops that is from the video pulled into BandLab as an audio track. So now I'm going to pull them in the studio and I'm going to start to adjust them ever so slightly. Maybe I want to experiment with a little bit of reverb or a touch of a guitar amp, or I want to adjust the volume of the rain. Should it be loud? Should it be soft? Should it be far back in the space? Should it be forward? I could really push the knob and make it just sound like crazy white noise. So these are artistic choices that you get to make. So I'm going to adjust these, and I'm going to consider perhaps looping what I've done to extend it until it reaches a minute mark. We'll see. So I'm going to work with it. Okay, so I'm happy with what I have. I think it's really interesting, and I've explored a different side of music with ambient environmental soundscapes. Let's see what you can come up with. Here is the TuneUp Challenge. After you've finished your track, listen back and reflect. What do you feel when you listen to your composition? How does this experience of listening to music differ from your previous experiences, perhaps with the radio or with a pair of headphones? What ambient sounds are you now aware of as you walk through the world? I look forward to hearing what you've made, and I'll see you in our weekly Tune Out workshop inside the Tuneagers Club.